I forgot my mouse today. Okay, so today's Caitanya-caritamrita Day, and we'll sing also this song. Okay. Hare Haraya Namah Krishna Yadavaya Namaha Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha Gopala Govinda Ram Sri Madhusudana Giridhari Gopinath Madana Mohan Sri Chaitanya Nityananda Sri Advaita Sita Hari Guru Vaishnava Bhagavad Gita Sri Rupa Sri Sanatan Bhatta Raghunatha Sri Jiva Gopala Bhatta Dasa Raghunath H.I. H.I. Gosai Kore Charana Bandhan Jaha Hoite Vignanath Abhishta Puran H.I. Gosai Char Bhuri Tar Das Sata Savara Pada Renu Mora Pancha Gras Tadera Chap Tadera Charana Sevi Bhakta Sane Bas Janame Hoy E Abhilash H.I. Okay. Anyway, this is not going to be easy. This is just working. Oh, decent. Oh. Okay. Should we start again? Hari Haraya Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha Gopala Govinda Ram Sri Madhusudana Giridhari Gopinath Madana Mohan Sri Caitanya Nityananda Sri Advaita Sita Hari Guru Vaishnava Bhagavad Gita Sri Rupa Sri Sanatan Bhatta Raghunatha Sri Jiva Gopala Bhatta Dasa Raghunath Echai Gosai Kori Charana Bandhan Jahoite Vignanash Abhishtapuran Echai Gosai Jar Bhui Taradas Tasavara Pada Renu Mora Panchakras Tadera Charana Sevi Bhakta Sanevas Janame Hoy E Abhiraj H.I. Gosai Jabe Braje Koila Bas Radha Krishna Nitya Lila Karila Prakash Ananda Bolo Hari Bhaja Vrindavan Shri Guru Vaishnava Bhare Padmajaya Man Shri Guru Vaishnava Pada Padma Kori Aj Narottama Dasa Kohi Nama Sankirtan O Lord Hari, O Lord Krishna, I offer my obeisances to you, who are known as Hari, Yadava, Madhava, and Keshava. O Gopal, Govinda, Ram, Sri Madhusudana, Giridhari, Gopinath, and Madan Mohan. All glories to Sri Chaitanya and Nityananda, all glories to Sri Advaita Acharya and his consort Sri Sita Thakurani. All glories to Lord Hari, to the spiritual master, the Vaishnavas, the Srimad Bhagavatam, and the Srimad Bhagavad Gita. All glories to Sri Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, Raghunath Bhatta Goswami, Sri Jiva Goswami, Gopal Bhatta Goswami, and Raghunath Das Goswami. I offer my obeisances to the feet of these 6 Goswamis. Bowing to them destroys all obstacles to devotional service and fulfills all spiritual desires. I am the servant of that person who is a servant of the 6 Goswamis. The dust of their lotus feet is my 5 kinds of foods. Maybe she should go into the Caitanya-caritamrita, because we're always running out of time. We can translate this verse and others. Right? So let's go into the Caitanya-caritamrita so we don't run completely out of time. We're on Adi-lila Chapter 2, verse 6. Brahma Atma Bhagavan Anuvadatina Angaprabha Angsha Swarupatina Videya Jina. Verse 6. Impersonal Brahman, the localized Paramatma, and the personality of Godhead are three subjects, and the glowing effulgence, the partial manifestation, and the original form are their three respective predicates. Seven. Anuvada age pache videya stapana se arta kahi shuna shastra vivarana. A predicate always follows its subject. Now I shall explain the meaning of this verse according to the revealed scriptures. Swayan Bhagavan Krishna Vishnu Paratattva Purna Jnana Purna Ananda Parama Mahata. Krishna, the original form of the personality of Godhead, is a summum bonum of the all-pervading Vishnu. He is all-perfect knowledge and all-perfect bliss. He is a supreme transcendence. Nanda Sutta Balanganri Bhagavate Gai Se Krishna Avatirna Chaitanya Gosani. He whom Srimad Bhagavatam describes as his son of Nanda Maharaj has descended to earth as Lord Chaitanya. Srila Prabhupada's purport. According to the rules of rhetorical arrangement for efficient composition in literature, a subject should be mentioned before its predicate. The Vedic literature frequently mentions Brahman, Paramatma, and Bhagavan, and therefore these three terms are widely known as the subjects of transcendental understanding. But it is not widely known that what is approached as the impersonal Brahman is the effulgence of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's transcendental body. Nor is it widely known that the Supersoul, or Paramatma, is only a partial representation of Lord Chaitanya, who is identical with Bhagavan himself. Therefore, the descriptions of Brahman as the effulgence of Lord Chaitanya, the Paramatma as his partial representation, and the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna as identical with Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu must be verified by evidence from the authoritative Vedic literature. The author wants to establish first that the essence of the Vedas is the Vishnu Tattva, the absolute truth, Vishnu, the all-pervading Godhead. The Vishnu Tattva has different categories, of which the highest is Lord Krishna, the ultimate Vishnu Tattva, as confirmed in the Bhagavad Gita and throughout the Vedic literature. In Srimad Bhagavatam, the same Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna is described as Nanda Sutta, the son of King Nanda. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami says that Nanda Sutta has again appeared as Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and he bases this statement on his understanding that the Vedic literature concludes there is no difference between Lord Krishna and Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This the author will prove. If it is thus proved that Sri Krishna is the origin of all tattvas, truths, namely Brahman, Paramatma, and Bhagavan, and that there is no difference between Sri Krishna and Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, it will not be difficult to understand that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is also the same origin of all tattvas. The same absolute truth as he is revealed to students of different realizations is called Brahman, Paramatma, and Bhagavan. Next verse. Prakasha Visheshetena Dharitina Nam Brahma Paramatma Ara Swayam Bhagavan. In terms of his various manifestations, he is known in three features called the impersonal Brahman, the localized Paramatma, and the original personality of Godhead. Purport. Srila Jiva Goswami has explained the word Bhagavan in his Bhagavat Sandarbha. The personality of Godhead, being full of all conceivable and inconceivable potencies, is the absolute supreme whole. Impersonal Brahman is a partial manifestation of the absolute truth realized in the absence of such complete potencies. The first syllable of the word Bhagavan, Ba, which means sustainer and protector. The next syllable, Ka, means leader or pusher, and creator. Va means dwelling, Va means dwelling. All of the entities. The next letter, Ga, means leader, pusher, and creator. Just read one sentence at a time. Va means dwelling. All living beings dwell in the Supreme Lord, and thus the Supreme Lord dwells within the heart of every living being. Combining all these concepts, the word Bhagavan carries the import of inconceivable potency in knowledge, energy, strength, opulence, power, and influence. Devoid of all varieties of inferiority. Without such inconceivable potencies, one cannot fully sustain or protect. Our modern civilization is sustained by scientific arrangement devised by many great scientific brains. We can just imagine, therefore, the gigantic brain whose arrangements sustain the gravity of the unlimited number of planets and satellites, and who creates the unlimited space in which they float.
Однако можно только вообразить, сколько громаден интеллект того, кто создал силу тяготения действительных планет и бескрайний космос, в котором они парят.
If one considers the intelligence needed to orbit man-made satellites, one cannot be fooled into thinking that there is not a gigantic universe responsible for the arrangements of the various planetary systems.
Если представить, какой требуется разум, чтобы выводить на орбиту искусственные спутники, то можно избавиться от сомнений по поводу существования гигантского разума, стоящего за устройством многочисленных планетных систем.
There is no reason to believe that all the gigantic planets float in space without the superior arrangement of a superior intelligence.
Нет никаких оснований сомневаться в том, что огромные планеты Вселенной порядка пространства повинуют замыслу высшего разума.
This subject is clearly dealt with in the Bhagavad Gita.
Об этом ясно сказано в Бхагавад-гите.
Where the Supreme Personality of Godhead says, um, 15:13, where the Supreme Personality of Godhead says, I enter into each planet, and by my energy they stay in orbit. Were the planets not held in the grip of the personality of Godhead, they would all scatter like dust in the air. Modern scientists can only impractically explain this inconceivable strength of the personality of Godhead. The potencies of the syllables ba, ga, and va apply in terms of many different meanings. Through his different potent agents, the Lord protects and sustains everything, but he himself personally protects and sustains only his devotees, just as a king personally sustains and protects his own children. While entrusting the protection and sustenance of the state to various administrative agents. The Lord is the leader of his devotees. As we learned from the Bhagavad Gita, which mentions that the personality of Godhead personally instructs his loving devotees how to make certain progress on the path of devotion. And thus surely approach the kingdom of God. The Lord is also the recipient of all the adoration offered by his devotees. For, for whom he is the objective and the goal. For his devotees, the Lord creates a favorable condition for developing a sense of transcendental love of Godhead. Sometimes he does this by taking away a devotee's material attachments by force and baffling all his material protective agents. For thus, the devotee must completely depend on the Lord's protection. In this way, the Lord proves himself as the leader of all his devotees. We're in the middle of the paragraph, but I said the other day that we would try at 2:15 to open up for questions, because I think that's important. There's a few more paragraphs, but we might run out of time. And since recently we've had questions, I think we want to give time for that. Any questions? Maybe speak into the microphone so those who are watching online can. It's okay. Okay, speak loud enough then. Oh.
What you said, what the syllable stands for? Can you kindly tell me again?
Okay. Well, there are Bhagavan has different meanings.
Yeah, what the syllable stands for?
Bhagavan.
Yes. You read somewhere.
Yeah, I did. Well, we can go back and read that part again. Va means the sustainer. Sustainer. Sustainer, yes. Ga means leader or pusher or creator.
Creator, okay. Va is sustainable, ga is creatable, okay.
And Va means dwelling. Means the dwelling of all living entities. Dwelling. Yeah. But Bhagavan has other meaning too. Yes.
So bird is sustainable, bird is
Leader or creator. Va means dwelling. Is not specifically mentioned here. The letter, the N is not specifically mentioned. Bhagavan. Okay.
Okay. Now can you tell me your other meaning?
Yes. Bhagavan in general another meaning of Bhagavan is one who is full in all 6 opulences. And what are those opulences? Okay. Let's see. Beauty, fame, strength, knowledge, renunciation, and what was the other? Fame, strength, knowledge, beauty, renunciation. There's one more which I'm not remembering. And if we, if
I can tell you this one, but that's that wealth, wealth. You all wealth.
Krishna has all wealth. So Bhagavan that's one of the meanings of Bhagavan. Is one who's full of all opulences. And only Krishna, or Vishnu, is full in all opulences. There's no one more beautiful than Krishna. There's no one more knowledgeable than Krishna. There's no one more famous than Lord Krishna. Even if someone doesn't believe in God, there's no one who has not at least heard about God. There's no one, stronger than Krishna. Krishna held up the whole Govardhan hill on one little finger for 7 days and nights. So if anyone ever comes up to you and says, "I am God," okay, you could test. If they're God, then they must be the most beautiful personality ever anywhere. They must they must have all knowledge, know everything. They must be, strength. Must be someone that claims to be Bhagavan. You can ask them to do anything physical, and they should be able to do it. Fame, strength, knowledge, beauty, renunciation. Well, they can have all these other opulences and actually not be attached to anything. But no one, only the Supreme Lord is Bhagavan in reality. But if someone claims to be, then you can test by these factors. Yes. Any other questions? Well, okay. If there's nothing else.
I have a question.
Yes.
Why Krishna, devotees, and sometimes he took everything from devotees for service to devotees. And how to understand? Because devotees also they accumulate knowledge or wealth or something if you want to become strong. And one day they are lost to the like Srila Prabhupada. One day he was his business and without money, like some.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel loud. Like Srila Prabhupada was lost in his business.
Huh.
Yeah, and like what Srila Prabhupada was still devoted. But
Correct.
like for general, they listen something, it's so happening. How do
Yes. So why, if Krishna loves us, why does He take away our wealth and our different things that we may have? Right. The answer is, um, well, we can. It's described that sometimes if someone's first of all trying to become Krishna conscious,
Надо пытаться сначала стать преданным.
we're struggling to become Krishna conscious. Sometimes Krishna will take away
Иногда Кришна у нас забирает все,
all of our material things,
все материальные вещи.
and by doing so, we feel forced to depend on Krishna.
Мы, в такой момент мы можем полностью предаться на милость Кришны.
And then sometimes when we become sufficiently Krishna conscious, He may give everything back so we can use it properly in His service.
Но иногда может Господь дать нам много всего, и мы можем использовать это на служение.
Now, you had mentioned Srila Prabhupada and how he was doing business and then everything like fell apart.
Вы упоминали, что Шрила Прабхупада в какой-то момент потерял свой бизнес.
Yeah, so that was not to help Srila Prabhupada become Krishna conscious, because he was already Krishna conscious.
Но это на самом деле не помогло Шриле Прабхупаде стать познавателем Кришны, поскольку Шрила Прабхупада, он уже был познавателем Кришны.
But Srila Prabhupada came here to this world to to preach Krishna consciousness.
Пришел в этот мир, чтобы проповедовать сознание Кришны.
And so when the time came for him to go more into preaching, then Krishna arranged that his business started falling apart.
И Кришна устроил все это для того, чтобы Шрила Прабхупада больше погрузился в проповедь сознания Кришны.
That same time in India,
Иногда в Индии
Srila Prabhupada was he was also doing some preaching. He was writing and printing his Back to Godhead magazines. And he also had established an organization called the League of Devotees. But Srila Prabhupada, he was not sorry to see his business fall apart. It did not disturb him that his business just went down. Because he understood, he saw the symptoms. He saw, okay, all his endeavor, business was going down, but preaching was coming up. And so he understood that Lord Krishna, who's the supreme controller, was was arranging things. So he would reduce here business and increase his preaching. That's what Krishna wanted.
А поскольку он духовно контролирует, он сделал так, что как бы на том уменьшился, а просьба увеличилась.
Srila Prabhupada had been predicted, astrologically I think, to become one of the wealthiest people in India.
И один астролог предсказал, что Прабхупаде, что он будет одним из богатейших людей мира.
And in fact, it came to pass.
И это было просто.
Although his business dealings went down,
Но когда бизнес он уменьшился,
but by preaching Krishna consciousness, coming to America, preaching Krishna consciousness,
когда он приехал в Америку, стал проповедовать сознание Кришны,
sales of so many millions of books were going out.
столько миллионов книг было распространено.
So in a sense, Srila Prabhupada became extremely wealthy.
И в тот момент Прабхупада стал очень-очень богатым.
He became very wealthy as a result of preaching.
Он стал богатым благодаря проповеди.
But Srila Prabhupada was, of course, Srila Prabhupada never considered this is my money to enjoy.
Шрила Прабхупада не рассматривал, что все, которые были пришли, это мои деньги, я буду как бы наслаждаться, удовлетворяться.
Whatever money came his way, he was always thinking, how can I use this for preaching Krishna consciousness?
И деньги, которые приходили, Шрила Прабхупада рассматривал так, что как он может использовать в развитии проповеди сознания Кришны.
And in fact, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta had told him, if you ever get money, print books. So Srila Prabhupada did like that. He wrote books and he printed so many books. Okay, I think we're... So tomorrow, Monday, we'll continue with the Srimad Bhagavatam tomorrow. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.